Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. Now, the latest deep dive is out for Yelena Belova. And I only really need to say two things that will immediately make her sought after champion. Now, without knowing anything else and delving down into the details, but legitimately, only two things I need to say about Yelena are as follows. Number one, she's 5 out of 5 defender. So she's going to be a nightmare to fight against. Lots of people will end up banning her for a really long time. And she's going to wreck some people's lives. For sure. Number two, she is the second highest prestige champion in the game now. So, that all but guarantees she could be a pile of turds. And she could be a freaking Pikachu with 1 HP. Attack power or something. I don't know. But people would want her. Again, 5 out of 5 defender with second highest prestige in the game. There you go. That is Yelena Belova. So actually, let's check out her gameplay. She's poison immune. She will have the ability to bypass miss and evade once in her elimination mode. She has bleed vulnerabilities, but she can tackle bleed immune champions quite well. Also, the most kind of like useful thing here is bleed resistance, like Onslaught for instance. That would do well, because then you do not take the direct burst damage and do not suffer the instant bleed damage. And yeah, there's actually quite a lot in her kit. She does increased block damage. There will be infinite amount of reversals, and it's gonna be quite nasty. So the question really here is whether she's going to be any good offensively. And that kind of remains to be seen, even though she does have some useful things in her kit. Overall, though, Science class is not necessarily the toughest defensive class right now to deal with. Realistically, it's Photon who's doing the major heavy lifting there. And she should be fine against Photon. She should also be fine against Thing and quite a handful of other Science champions, I would guess. So, let's actually take a look at her full abilities. So, Yelena Belova, shaped by her... Okay, I'm not going to read all of that, but the point is, yeah, very, very high prestige. And survivability, 3.5, because she caps your attack, she caps your critical damage rating, and it's going to be quite hard to kill her fast. Damage, 3.5, fair enough. Ease of use, 3.5. Utility, 2.5. Defender strength, 5 out of 5. Yelena has 2 modes, observation and elimination, to prepare for execute and the winning strike against her opponent. Combo meter is her main resource to control modes, and she has several ways to gain combo outside of traditional methods. Skills of bleed, reversal, endurance, combo gain, combo shield. That reversal is gonna fuck some people up. Okay, so strengths are combo gain and survivability. Weaknesses, combo gain, punishment. There's just about very few champions and nodes who do that. Bleed resistance, now this is significant, and Daunted also messes with her abilities fair amount. So, there we go. Full abilities. Yelena is immune to poison effects. At the start of each fight, Yelena gains an indefinite combo shield passive and 35 endurance passive. These passives are unaffected by ability accuracy reductions. Now, this immediately is going to make her more annoying in defense for 1, because she's going to be shrugging off those parry stans quicker off as well, and in general, all of the debuffs on her will be expiring 35% quicker. For those of you who do not know, endurance is effectively kind of like Groot's or Rogue's ability to shrug debuffs off quicker, except it only works on non-damaging debuffs, I believe. Right, so... That is quite useful. That's quite nice offensively too. Trained strike. Yelena can land a critical hit through her block, but of course she can. Critical hits inflict instant bleed, dealing a burst of damage. If this bleed is prevented by an immunity, deal a burst of bigger amount of damage that as a direct damage. So here again, the main thing is champions who are bleed resistant, like the Guardians, the Onslaughts, the Gambit, and the like. So while the base bleed damage is less than the replacement damage that triggers on bleed immunity, with the bleed vulnerability applied, her heavy allows the bleed to reach noticeably higher damage over the course of the fight. Fair enough. Observe the target. Yelena starts each fight in observation mode, capping her target's attack rating at 60% of what it was at the start of the fight. While Yelena is suffering from a Daunted effect, this cap becomes 100%. Now this is crucial, because that immediately makes all Fury and Prowess effects effectively null and void. Now that is mental. So any champions that, rely on gaining Fury buffs and the like, just do nothing. They will have very crap damage. While Observation Mode is active, Yelena gains +1 combo meter each time the defender is struck by or blocks a basic attack, +4 if the attack was intercepted, +10 combo meter each time the defender is knocked down, +50 combo meter the first time the defender is brought below 50% health during any basic attack. So she's going to be amping up her combo very fast. Now eliminate the target. When Yelena's combo meter reaches 100 plus, she switches from observation to elimination mode after 10 seconds. Activating a special attack ends this timer early. When Yelena's combo meter falls below 5, she switches back to observation mode. While elimination mode is active, Yelena loses 5 combo meter each time either champion is struck by or blocks a basic attack, so you don't want to use many basic attacks in your elimination mode. All of Yelena's attacks are guaranteed critical hits. Yelena's personal abilities are unaffected by ability accuracy. When Yelena would be struck by a light or heavy attack, she executes a reversal, inflicts 4 instant bleeds, and then loses 15 combo meter. Now this is going to be crucial, because here it seems like, you can just medium her, and everything's going to be good. You don't have to worry about the reversal if you don't use light or heavy attacks. So you can still do mediums, and you can still do special attacks. That will not be so. Heavy attack. The first hit inflicts 40% bleed vulnerability debuff for 18 seconds. Pause during special attacks, max stacks 3. So this is going to be crucial to let her do more damage. Special attack 1. Pierce defenses. On activation, gain an impact passive, increasing block penetration by 1800 for 10 seconds. Observation. While this impact is active, Yelena gains plus combo meter each time she hits the target's block. Keep in mind, if you're blocking that level 1, this is going to be a whole lot of hits in your block and a whole lot of combos she gains. Elimination. While this impact is active, Yelena can execute the reversal against medium attacks. So medium, lights, and heavies, what are you left with? Only specials that will not be reversed. So if she activates level 1, and she's in her elimination mode, you can't attack her with anything except special and relic, I suppose. So that's going to be so nasty. A special attack 2, disorient or dispatch. So the final hit inflicts a non-stacking disarm passive for 15 seconds. This can be inflicted through block. Now what does disarm do? We need to find that. We'll find that. So news. Here we go. Let's go to the glossary. Where is disarm? Disorient dodge. We do not have disarm. I'm quite sure it's something quite nasty though. But anyways. Let's go with the disarm passive for 15 seconds. This can be inflicted through block. Observation. Inflicting disarm grants 50 combo meter. So if you're fighting against her, she activates level 1. If you block any of it, she gains a ton of combo. And level 2 is also gaining a ton of combo. So any special attack she's going to throw, she's going to gain lots of combo in her observation mode. Elimination mode, inflicting disarm, refresh all bleed vulnerability effects, then pauses them for 8 seconds. The refresh bleed vulnerability effect. The special can be a great way to start elimination mode when fighting against Yelena, even if opponents are not practiced at fully avoiding the special attack. Make sure you dodge the final hit. Will slow down her combo gain tempo. Okay. Special attack 3, go dark, inflicted critical bleed passive. That's fair enough. That's basically critical bleed. That's paused for 12 seconds if opponent is under 5% or has indestructible active. And signature ability is also going to be a bit of a pain. While Yelena is in observation mode, her target's critical rating is capped at 50% of what it was at the start of the fight. So you can't even crit hard against her. And while Yelena is in elimination mode, her target cannot evade or cause attacks to miss. No effect against mutant champions. So she completely deals with miss and evade once she actually enters the elimination mode. That means you're not going to be able to phase through her special attacks either. In observation mode, Yelena's durability is further enhanced if you need to quickly defeat Yelena. Consider damage over time effects. In elimination mode, she has more comfortable time closing out the fights against tricky defenders. Fair enough. Synergies, I'm not gonna... Okay. While the opponent's suffering from bleed vulnerability debuff, they're also inflicted with non-stacking sabotage debuff. This sabotage deals direct damage by inflicting Yelena's instant bleed. Nice. Black Widow, Daily Origin, start each fight with indefinite endurance passive. It's kind of useful. Mercenary competition. Yelena Belova personal impact and disarm effects start paused for 6 seconds. Now this is actually quite big, I think. And mercenary villain champions. Personal place shots. Synergy champions. Bleed effects that are inflicted during non-contact attack gain 25% potency. Include special 3. Fair enough. And synergy champions gain 5% attack rating for... Okay. Fine. Okay, so recommended stat focus is offensive stat focus, critical damage rating, of course. Defensive stat focus, block penetration, critical damage rating, energy resistance. And recommended relics, Black Panther. Remember that. Effects that trigger unguaranteed crits will... Yeah. And she does have the guaranteed crits, obviously. So she sounds like a nightmare. Again, the question is like how viable she's going to be offensively in matchup-wise. I think she will have, offensive uses as well in the game for sure. But it is more than clear to me that she's going to be a bit of a nightmare to deal with. For sure. Like, what are the best counters for her? I don't know. To me, it seems down. Onslaught should be good. Onslaught doesn't increase his attack. Relies on dots. But even Onslaught, I think, could potentially struggle here a bit. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how we deal with Yelena when she comes. But that is certainly a fairly scary champion. That disables all the Fury Masteries. Thus, prevents you from nuking her with majority of the champions. We'll have the reversal on a ton of attacks. As soon as she enters that elimination mode, you're kind of screwed. X. Quite scary. Let me know what you guys think, but definitely seems like one of those must-have type champions. I'll catch you guys soon. Bye-bye. Hello there, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all